Hey everybody out there, and welcome back to another Dark Avenger Live. This is not only is this episode 75, but it's also Friday the 13th.
Ow.
Ow!
Jason Voorhees.
That's right.
Yep.
Too
And we
bad.
have a great show for you guys tonight.
Oh yeah, and we have an even greater post show for you guys, and we're aiming to start before 12 o'clock midnight because we want to do it on. We want to start that post show on Friday the 13th. Hey Tevya,
So
Dan. I will get to that.
Oh,
I'm glad you asked.
Oh, I thought you were gonna...
Dan will be here with us, hopefully momentarily.
Oh, cool.
Dan will be with us again. I'm very happy about that. Angel, what's up? Alan, you've been here. What's up? And Tevya, what's going on? Hit him back.
Gonna get you one.
I like how. No, I want you guys to see something.
No, come on.
Michael's leg is so.
Stop.
What are you doing? I'm serious. It doesn't hurt him.
It doesn't, but it tickles.
He's got like
stop.
I am. He's got, okay, Michael used to be a runner, so he has a very tough upper leg muscle.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah. It's like hitting a soft wall. It's funny.
I'm ticklish.
Especially when his foot's on the ground and you pound it, it actually sounds like you're hitting the ground. Yes, I'm going to give opinions on many things in that nature, Tevya. We'll get to that. Also, Road Dog Therapy has a YouTube channel. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about Road Dog's Facebook page. I know Alan's in the comments. I told him to make sure that he has those links ready. We're not sharing. I mean, if you want to share them now, Alan, go ahead. I'm going to talk more about it, and then we're going to share it.
Also, we will also share on where I got this shirt
as
well.
Mike's going to be talking about his trip into New York. I've got 2 games that we are going to be talking about, and I've also got something else that came out last week that I definitely would love to discuss, but it won't be such a happy discussion when it comes to this particular thing. I'm trying to remember if there was any breaking news this week. Oh, by the way, everybody who freaked out about Paige and Alberto Del Rio kissing, guys, you do understand, and Brent actually pointed this out to me. Alberto Del Rio is married. I don't think he's dating Paige. Unless he's divorced.
I don't know. You said on the Marrow Maker last time we did on Brooklyn Boys something about him.
I don't think so. I need somebody to do a check on the man's background because I don't know if he's married or not. Either way, dang, Alberto. Damn. Okay. But anyway, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Today is Friday the 13th, which is really cool. I mean, it's rare that we get one of these shows, and that's why I love Dark Avenger Live on Fridays, because we can catch those Friday the 13th. We got to get a Jason mask for the next Friday the 13th. When is the next Friday the 13th? I think we've done this already, but I'm going to do it again. We did. We looked them up. There's supposed to be another one in, not October. Oh, that's it. This is the last one until January of 2017.
Month. Oh, my Saturday where I was born.
That's upsetting. That is upsetting because I really...
What is it? It's my birthday month.
No, not the month. The fact that we...
I know what you meant.
That's upsetting that there's no more Friday. This is the last Friday the 13th of the year, and I really wanted to have a Jason. You know what? It's good. We could set up for next year.
There you go.
It's something to look forward to in 2017.
The whole new year.
That's right. So maybe we'll have something for then. No, I do not have you because we didn't get our comics today, so I didn't read it yet. And I'm still a couple of comics behind before we could do last week's comics, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit as well today. And I think that's a good way to open this up. Now, I'm going to be doing a video, so I'm not going to go too in-depth about it, but I am going to be doing a video explaining what's going to be going on with this channel. Now that I've moved everything over to Frontline, Ryan H, what's up? You guys see the new Pokemon game starters? Yes, we're going to talk about that. Okay, and then what's up, Jeremy Renfro? If he pops up because your DC Nation buddy is here. That's right, my DC Nation buddy's here. So things are going to be different on this channel now, obviously, because we have the regular 3 shows. We've got Outside the Pages every once in a while, which I'm working on. And anytime I do a game walkthrough for Frontline Gaming Zone, the live streaming of it is on here. So I'm going to make a video just catching you guys up on what's going to be going on and what I have planned for this channel, because I don't want you guys to think I just completely am going to be walking away from this channel and doing the default. I still want to do, I still want to treat this channel as best as I can, do things with it. But for the most part, yes, I am more on Comic Frontline. And I actually, here's something I could tease. by this Tuesday, I might have some news for you guys about myself. I might actually have some news, and it's really good news. So stay tuned for Frontline Live, and you might actually get some interesting news about me and things I'm going to be doing starting maybe next week. No, I did not watch this week's episode yet, Tevia. I'm going to watch both this week and last week's episode on Hulu. It was a hectic week. I have a lot of stuff going on personally right now, and that's really what's hindering a lot of the stuff that's going on as far as me posting any opinion on not having an opinion. Yes, my opinion on not having an opinion is this. So a lot's been going on at home, and it's a little bit personal right now because it's a process that we're going through. But anyway, during the days, usually when I record videos, I would take a little bit during the day and I do a little bit at night. But because of things going on over here, I've moved all my video recording to the night. And because of that, any extra videos I had planned, I had to kind of delay for a little bit. By the way, Del Rio Wikipedia, no mention of him being married. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. Cool, I got a big day tomorrow since Grandpa passed away, and my grandpa pretty much can't even senior care. But good news, I'm living in the house and out of the damn. That's right. That's the good news, that you're in a house. But anyway, I have a few extra things planned. I have 3 trailers that I'm working on right now for Comic Frontline. You guys know I'm working on the Epic X trailer. I already have all the video plan already set out on it. And again, Jeremy, yes, I'm very sorry for your loss. But now what we're doing with Epic X is I need the audio recording for the trailer. As soon as I do that, video will be put together and it'll be up on Brooklyn Boys. For this channel, though, I've been trying to figure out a way to make Outside the Pages, kind of like what you're going to be discussing in a little bit, what you did. I wanted to do Outside the Pages for a long time as a vlog series, and you guys know this, and I've been too busy to really focus on that. Now that I've lightened my load and I'm working mostly on Comic Frontline, where I'm not pressured to have a video every day, and the pressure in general is lower now that all the other stuff, you know, is on Frontline. So I'm actually working on reformatting that. That'll be part of the announcement video. And then, of course, like I said, the live streams of the games. So just bear with me. This is going to be over a lot sooner than I even thought, which is good news. So hopefully by June-ish, you'll be seeing some of the trailers actually upcoming soon. I have one trailer that's already scripted. I just need the weekend to record it. I think you're working tomorrow, I believe, right?
Well, yeah, only until 3 in the afternoon.
And what about the other one?
Sunday I'm off.
No. What about you? Yeah, I'm talking about Ellie. Is she working tomorrow?
Well, yeah, unfortunately closing.
All right, we'll have to work. Is Kev?
I don't know. I haven't heard from him either.
Okay.
I don't know what's
depending on who's here. We might have one trailer for Frontline shot this weekend. We'll have to work on the other 2 as time permits. Also, I got Archie Comics. It's damn good. Mark Wade. Yeah, Mark Wade's doing a great job with it. Any opinion on? No, because I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything about it, Tevia. Tevia, I'm going to be honest. Any opinions I have tonight, I'm going to be stating through all the stuff we're talking about. So you don't have to worry about asking me about my opinion on anything tonight. But hopefully things will work out, and there's a lot of games coming. So that's another reason why I wanted to do this update video. Is basically just to let you guys know what's going to be going on over here, since you guys know already all the other stuff that I moved to Frontline and how that's going on over there, like Anime Weekly and stuff. You guys know what the schedule is on Frontline already. I just want you guys to get a heads up on what's going to be going on during and on this channel. Now, you wanted to talk about what you did, and I think that's a good idea because it'll play into my thoughts on Outside the Pages.
Well, is it all right if I talk about,
no, you can talk about the whole thing, okay, and then because there was a comment, on that video, and that's why Outside the Pages. Also. Yeah,
I want to talk about that also. Okay.
What's up, Frank? So now Mike's gonna talk about what he did. What day was it? Thursday.
11 on Wednesday.
Wednesday. What Mike did Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah. So Wednesday was me and Ellie, Pokemon Fan 10. For those of you who should know by now, she's my girlfriend for 2 years. And I want to do something special for that day. Now, I did do a video of our duet song of 1,000 Years with us singing. But I want to do something more. Like when I went to the city, remember where the Christmas tree was?
Pause. I will get to all these. I saw about Michael B. Jordan. We're going to get to those comments in a moment. I'm going to let Michael. And
Now
then
you remember when at Rockefeller Center Tree? Did you see the video?
yes, I saw the video.
All right.
I fast forwarded a lot because you were walking outside, and then I got to the Nintendo store and I watched.
It was really cool because when we got to the Rockefeller Center, I wanted to do a video there because right down the block, and this is funny, really, all this time, right down the block from where. Hi, Dan. You're just in time.
Dan, it's Dan. Hi, Dan.
How are we doing? All right.
Doing good.
Yeah, I'm just explaining my adventure story to Nintendo. If you're
Mike's talking about his trip to Manhattan this past weekend. This past week.
I saw some pictures of that.
Yeah, I posted a lot of them on Facebook. But so I want to do a video to see her reaction, because I like to do that sometimes. And we were walking down the block, and I was hoping I was going the right way, and I was because I saw it from far away. Her reaction on the video was so priceless. She was stunned.
And what?
Well, I took her. She didn't know I was taking her to Nintendo in New York.
Oh, okay.
Because she hasn't been there since she moved here 2 years ago. So when I brought her back, because she's obsessed with Pokemon. She loves Pokemon. So I brought her there, and she was, so happy about it. So when we went in the store, not less than 5 seconds, I was amazed. They had so many game nostalgia things. It was unbelievable. They had a Donkey Kong statue. They had shirts. They had...
This stuns the boy.
No. That's not what stunned me the most. The upstairs part. They had a bunch of stuff. They had a big screen where you could play your Nintendo Wii U games, which I really want for my future house, to be honest with you.
We'll get it for our future house.
They had all the consoles from NES all the way to Super Nintendo, and I even saw the Virtual Boy. What was that called?
Yeah, the Virtual Boy.
Yeah, the one with the thing.
No, that was before, not a computer, right?
A what?
Yeah, it's the Nintendo. It's Nintendo New York, the store that's in the middle of Times Square.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then next.
Oh, we're gonna talk about cons with you, Dan. So.
All right.
And there was the other round table where they had all the handhelds from all the way to the beginning, and they had Donkey Kong.
Okay, let's fast forward a little bit.
All right. They had like all the video games and stuff like that, and they had like Mario stuff. And I got this shirt right here, but it was in the downstairs one. The other one I got was
okay. What else did you do?
Well, when we recorded the video, I played Star Fox Zero on the big screen, and I was this close to being Andros and lost. And then I played Super Mario 3D World, where I love how she randomly takes pictures without me knowing and everything. And we went on a shopping spree, and we had a blast. And I really highly recommend you guys go check it out. And there was this one comment, actually no, 2 comments, that said the same thing about that they liked me vlogging. And it's not really the first time I've done vlogging. Like, there were times where I go outside the house. I'm not always in here. I did where I went to wrestling events and all the other things that I've done in the past.
Oh my God, you're a human.
Well, I appreciate the comments of vlogging, and maybe, not saying for sure, I may do some vlogging videos on my channel. But it's not going to be a vlogging series. It's just going to be whenever it happens series.
And that's kind of what made me want to put myself in gear for Outside the Pages.
And then we went to Times Square, and I'll tell you, that building where you see the years and everything, I've never been close to. What?
Like,
you were looking like, why am I going into that? I'm talking about my experience.
You had a good time.
Oh, there was this one.
Where did you eat?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. We went to this nice deli, and there was actually a pretzel bread. No joke, a pretzel bread that tasted a lot better than Subway's, to be honest. No offense to Subway people. They have good food, eat fresh. And then if you saw pictures of it, it had lots of stuff. And we took lots of pictures. So if you guys haven't checked out my Facebook page, definitely check that out, because there's both videos and pictures. In Times Square, though, the one thing that I could not believe that I saw, and this has been in the newspapers, there were these women there.
Hi, Lil J. I'm going to get to the comments as soon as Mike's done with this apparently longer story than I expected.
What?
Okay.
I thought he was going to see the naked cowboy. That guy.
Actually, speaking of naked, there were women there, all painted,
Okay.
were naked with the American flag.
Body painted patriotic women.
Yeah, I did not even bother looking because there was this, because one of them walked up to us. I'm like saying, I'm looking forward. I'm all eyes are up here. I'm not looking there, so I just kept walking. I just kept walking.
Well, she was Team Cap, so she wanted to show she's Team Captain America and not rooting for Iron Man.
And there was one in front of the Disney store. I'm like, there are kids here. What? And there were policemen there. They didn't do anything about it.
Because technically they are covered.
You could see. Anyway, and there was one that wore a bikini though, which was appropriate. But you know, it's just disgusting. Like, what? Why would you do that?
Some people have nothing.
I mean, I know I'm a guy and all that, but I mean, you know, show some class. Don't be so disgusting.
Well, some people are okay with that.
You know.
Some people are okay.
But looking over that rated R stuff, we did go into the M&M store, and oh my god, it was M&M galore. And for a regular cup of M&Ms, did you know it was $20? For a regular cup size, where I could go to Stop and Shop and pay $5 for a little bag and then put in my own cup for just that amount. I saved like $15 right there.
You ever see those M&Ms on the commercial?
I actually did. All the green one, the blue one, the red one, and
You ever notice? No clothes.
Yep.
Naked.
But there's nothing. Yeah.
They have a painted shell, just like those painted women.
But there's nothing
It's
to
true.
expose. There's nothing
They're
to.
little M&Ms.
They could be exposing their chocolate candy.
All right, Dan, don't be looking at M&Ms the wrong way now. Damn it. Beside the point, we went to the candy store, and I am so mad. I want to buy that world's largest Hershey bar.
I'm so mad you still
$20.
haven't bought me the world's largest gummy worm.
I bought you a gummy. Well, no, not the gummy bear.
No,
Who
you
bought
did not.
the gummy
Amber
bear?
did.
You did?
Yes,
I
you
thought
did.
I went half on that one.
No, you did not.
All right, we'll keep in time. But yeah, so I went to the candy store, and that was really good. And I'm getting to the point when I went to the Disney store, and then we had a good time. We had a great stuff in Nintendo World for the what they call Nintendo New York, really, and it was great. And it was fantastic. Now I know you give me that look because I want to expand my story, and you're just
Don't expand it. No.
Disney store has a lot of Marvel stuff, though, right? Marvel.
yeah, we did for Captain America, Iron Man, and also Black Panther as well. They did have that.
Did they have the Marvel Legends Black Panther?
I don't
Like-
think they did.
Like
Like that one?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they did.
oh, that
Oh wait,
sucks.
did they?
Dan, did you get the Marvel Legends Black Panther? Did you get that run? Did you get that group that makes
Which one is he in?
Build a Figure Giant Man from the movies?
I trying to think which is the last run that I got. No, I don't think that came up for order yet. Where I order.
It came up. It's out. They're out now. They've been out for 2 months about.
Yeah, I noticed that where I order from, sometimes you're only able to order it and it's already been out. Like remember, I ordered the figures after I bought like 4 of them because I didn't have Spider-Gwen.
Right.
And I didn't want to go through looking for them. Right after I bought them in the store, then I went to where I order, and they had just put it up for order. So I
Oh,
returned
you
them.
gotta let me know then. You gotta let me know.
I just got those now.
Okay.
I did get the set with Spider-Gwen and Venom. So no, they haven't solicited the Giant Man one, but I gotta just see who's in there. I think Crossbones is in there. Right?
No, Cap's there, Iron Man, not Crossbones, Black Panther. There's a guy with an American flag on his face. I forgot his name.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's Captain Britain, I believe, or with the red shield. It looks like Captain America, except he's all red.
Oh, Guardian.
Yeah, I think that's him.
Guardian.
Oh.
Yeah, and I forgot there's somebody else that's mixed in there with them, but I really want to get that Black Panther, Iron Man, and Cap. I want to get the 3 of them, but if I have to get the whole set, I'll get the whole set.
You know, what's funny is when I ordered the set from where I order, it was actually not a set; it was a case, and whatever character was like overpacked. I ended up, I think, with 2. I think it was the Spider-Man one because it had Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen, Venom, Speed Demon. I think that was one of them. I forget who it was, but like I said, I didn't want to go through hunting around for Spider-Gwen and Venom.
Yeah.
And people, you know, the eBay guys are, you know.
Oh, they're having a field day with Black Panther. He's already $200.
There you go. So yeah, if I can order a set, then I'll do that.
Gotcha. All right, real quick before we get into Dan's story now with the convention, I just want to catch up on comments because I just saw them all pour in while Mike was talking. Tevye, I already talked about Assassin's Creed. I said hi to Frank. Michael B. Jordan is rumored to be the villain in the Black Panther movie. I thought that was cool. What do you think of Uncharted 4? I said we'll get into that. What's your opinion on Space Jam 2? Tevye, you asked my opinion on a lot of things. Soon, towards the end of this month, I can start sending you manga. I have decided to get you both Toriko and first 6 volumes of Oh, dude, Jeremy, that's awesome. You didn't have to. You don't have to still, but that's awesome. You know, all you gotta do is hit me up on messages on YouTube, and we'll talk.
God,
or let me know, and I'll send you my email address. You don't have to do it, man, but I really appreciate it. That's awesome. I've seen Tokyo Ghoul anime. It's weird. Read the manga, Tevye. The anime is not as good as the manga. And that's what Jeremy Renfro said. Chris, in my 2 weeks, I found great new anime. That's great, Jeremy, but we can't add any more to our shows. I've got 12 I'm watching right now.
Frank, I am not boring. You sir. I see the comment.
Okay, they're talking about Lucifer now. Frank laughed at something Dan said. So the anime I just caught up on is called Big Order. It's in the top on the site we use, Chris. Jeremy, I cannot add any more anime to my list. If you want to do it, you're welcome. I mean, we'll talk about it off air. I don't want to obviously talk about it on air, but that's all you, man. I can't do more than 12 right now. I am overbooking myself with the 12 as is, but that's definitely, if you want to do it, we'll throw it in there, definite. It's a little much to explain, but it made by the same people who did Future Diary. Actually, the way I see, they're talking about Lucifer again. $200, ridiculous. For the Black Panther. Dude, Chris, more people on that Tokyo Ghoul will make it awesome. The hype train. Okay, again, Jeremy, as long as you don't mind, that's another good anime, Mr. J. Again, I'm watching too many animes right now. Maybe I'll see it, but it's highly doubtful that I'll be able to add it because I've also got something else in the works. Like I said, I'll be announcing that on Tuesday. If it goes through completely. If it doesn't go through, then I'll probably add it. I can talk. Okay, awesome, Jeremy. So we'll go with that for now. Maybe if I play catch up, we'll see. So Dan, you actually went to East Coast Comic Con. I think it was 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but not to get off track, but I just want to address one of the comments there. First Space Jam 2, I think you got LeBron James instead of Michael Jordan. So now, I mean, everyone's like, who's the next Jordan? Michael Jordan. I don't think LeBron James, he's a great basketball player and everything, and I don't really follow basketball, but you just don't hear him mentioned, I think, quite in the same, Michael Jordan's like, the top.
Yeah.
The top. And as far as the Warner Brothers, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, all that, they're not quite as prominent as they once were. So it's a good plan maybe to bring them back into prominence, but maybe they want to include a bigger cast like Animaniacs and, even Warner Brothers has DC in its arsenal. So if they had like Kevin Conroy Batman.
Oh, man, that'd be cool.
In a basketball uniform playing hoops. And grim like a Batman. I mean, they could really do a lot. Maybe taking a little page out of the Lego movie and everything. So
yes.
If they really go for it, they could maybe do something with that, but remains to be seen. But back to East Coast Comic Con, as you were saying. A couple weeks ago, exhibited at East Coast Comic Con. Great show. Some great comic legends are there. I actually, for Comic Frontline, interviewed Dave Ryan of Red Anvil Press and puts out The War of the Independents, which is a big crossover with a lot of independent comic book characters that I really enjoy that book. Neil Adams was there. It was Rudy Nebres, who was a very popular Marvel artist in the 70s. I see him quite often. I've gotten art from him. Really great guy.
I saw you had something, you posted it on Facebook. An artist actually, I forgot what the artist's name was, but you had a pinup for the book from a special artist. It was
Ken Lashley,
yeah,
who currently does X-Men.
that's right.
Yeah, so I was able to secure some art from him to be used as a pinup for Argo Comics, Argo 5 actually. There was, like I said, they get a pretty good, and sometimes they get some guests that aren't normally on the East Coast. Like last year, they had Art Adams, who I hadn't seen on the East Coast for years. So sometimes they go for those guys who just, it's great. They're playing great artists who are consistently at shows, but this show seems to sometimes get the guy who you don't really see all the time, which is a great benefit.
Yeah. So how were people warm welcoming to Argo Comics at East Coast this year?
Yeah, it went pretty well. I mean, the books went well.
Good.
Conventions you can never tell, because sometimes it seems like the books aren't going, but a lot of people want original art. Like they, bring up a sketchbook, because I have my art samples out there as well. And that's always a treat sometimes to be able to do a character that you haven't done before. And I recall a guy he had a whole sketchbook of Watchmen sketches. And, every artist was doing a different character. And pretty much by the time he had gotten to me, he had so many characters that were popular already done. And he's like, "Can you do the Hangman?" Who I had to think about it for a second. Who's the Hangman? And luckily he had some reference. It's a guy with a hood that has a noose around his neck.
Yeah, and it's cut. I remember the Hangman. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was the one who went after what's his name, the comedian, when he tried to get it on with Silk Spectre.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Hangman was the one who kind of roughed him up a little bit or something. So but this show just didn't seem to be as big on the art. The books were going okay. Probably if I had to do the numbers, as always with conventions, probably Pickle Man was probably even ahead of Argo 5 and Sorority of Power as far as sales. But
so Pickle Man wasn't your dominant sale again?
No, it was. I'm saying.
Oh, it was. Oh, you're saying it was the dominant sale?
Well, you know what? There was one guy. I have a guy who I think he has everything that I put out since the beginning, and he had to actually pick up some Argo 5 issues because I hadn't seen him in a while. So, there are a good amount of those that went Argo 5. Usually Zero is a big seller, just with people trying to get learn about the characters in an initial sense. So Zero is usually a big seller. Pickle Man, for whatever reason, people just like pickles and they Pickle Man. So
that's your gold for comic conventions.
Just right? Comic conventions, not a big online seller, I'll have to admit. But conventions, somehow people gravitate towards Pickle Man. Even people who just walking by who don't stop because, they don't want to feel pressured into a sale like some tables do. You can see them walking by and go, look, Pickle Man. They look at the book, they go, Pickle Man, and then they keep going. But the people who do stop, a lot of them, like I said.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem with conventions, though, is when you get those people that are aggressive sellers, where they try to aggressively sell their book to anyone who'll even turn their head towards the booth, that deters a lot of people from, for example, your booth, or if I had a booth, my booth, where I'm not going to aggressively say, you need this book. And yeah, you're supposed to do that when you make a book, but at the same time, you're supposed to sell your book, but you're not supposed to pressure people into buying it. And I feel like those kind of people make it harder for people like myself, for Dan, because people are afraid to look, because they're afraid if I look, they're going to start trying to sell this book to me, and I don't know if I want it. So they just keep walking instead. That's a sad thing, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, when you're at a table, you just have to come to the realization that not everyone is a fan of every genre. So if I have a superhero book and you're an anime fan, and I have one issue of Sorority Power that has anime characters, but it's not a strict anime book. That might be what they're looking for, and you have to just accept that. I gravitate towards a lot of superhero titles. I like a lot of independent books that don't have superheroes, but like horror isn't like my number one thing. So if you have a horror book, maybe that's not my thing, and it's not going to really be a sale. Where I'm a much easier sale for like a superhero team.
Yeah.
Which that's just me, and everyone
No,
else.
that's me too. I feel the same way. Like horror, it really would have to be something like Tales of Mystery, which is considered a horror book by Dirk Manning.
Yeah.
That book sold me. I don't know why, but the way he explained it, I read the first the first trade paperback, and I fell in love with the series. And volume 3 is up right now, which we have to remember before the end of the month. Volume 3 is up right now for Dirk Manning on Kickstarter. Mike and I are going to be supporting that probably next week after the games are done. We'll support it during that week.
Oh, yeah.
And Dirk Manning's just been doing amazing work with mystery, but I'm not really a horror person. This is one of the few horror books I read. Predator, Alien being another, but those are more action. You read Tales of Terror.
Grim Tales of Terror.
Yeah.
The volume
Grim Tales
2.
of Terror, yeah. So but I mostly gravitate towards superheroes, so I completely understand how you feel about the superhero books, and like when you pass in like Artist Alley or something where you would focus more on.
Yeah, like slice of life stuff. There's books that appeal to me, like Essex County, and probably one of my favorite books, Love and Rockets. But it's not like every slice of life book is gonna catch your attention like that. So, you have to be open to the fact that I may flip through it, and I may, be compelled to buy, or I may be, for whatever reason, compelled not to. So, it's an unfortunate reality. I can't, or no one can buy a copy of every book at a con.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. I'll tell you one thing, since we're talking about stuff that we buy, and I know Dan likes figures and all, I'm going to get back into the manga talk that I see between Jeremy, Tevye, and Little J in a moment. One thing I was actually rooked into getting, now you guys know I've been getting the DC Multiverse, Batman v Superman, Connect and Collect, or Collect and Connect Grapple Blaster replica, which is this right here.
Okay.
It builds the grapple gun from the movie. The 7th figure was a mystery up until Lex Luthor came out. When Lex Luthor came out, this figure was also revealed. And Doomsday was the other big character that didn't have a figure and still doesn't have a figure. That tells you something. I thought that this last figure would be Doomsday, an iteration of Doomsday or another Superman or something. This is what it was. The bat creature from Batman's Nightmare that was not even in the movie for more than 3 seconds. Why? And the only reason I had to get this figure is for this piece right here. And unfortunately, he comes with the major piece of the gun. So without this stupid figure, I wouldn't have the rest of this Collect and Connect piece. I wouldn't have the piece I needed to complete the Collect and Connect grapple gun. And I just think it's ridiculous that they made the bat creature instead of Doomsday. Why did DC Multiverse think it's a great idea to make a figure of a character that basically everybody was criticizing for even being in the movie in the first place? This is out of all the figures, and I don't like Aquaman, everybody knows that, and I definitely don't like Jesse Eisenberg, Lex Luthor. This is still my lowest. This is the lowest out of the 8 figures in this line. This is the lowest figure out of all 8. Bar none. This is a waste of a figure. And thank God I found it for its asking price and not what people on eBay are selling this and Lex Luthor for, which is about $80. If you pay $80 for this, either you really like the bat creature or you are really desperate to get that last piece. I thought I wasn't going to finish the gun until I saw the regular price figure on on Amazon. I was not going to buy this for anything more than $20. And to be honest, it's a very, very strong chance that I'll be selling this figure maybe for $15 without the grapple gun piece at some point, because I don't want this figure. There's no reason for it. And I'll probably sell Jesse Eisenberg and possibly Aquaman for $15 as well each without their connect and collect piece, because this was a waste of a figure. This was a waste of a spot. You had a perfect spot for Doomsday and you did this. DC, I'm very disappointed. See, where Marvel Legends, I like what they do most of the time. DC is very disappointing with their multiverse figures, and their multiverse is like Marvel Legends. They have a lot of articulation and whatnot.
And you were able to find Wonder Woman for retail?
Yeah, I found Wonder Woman for retail. It's right there. Do you want to grab it, Mike? The Wonder Woman. I found it. Actually, no. I found it for $2. No, get it. I found it for $2 more on Amazon.
Okay.
I got lucky. And Amazon got, like, you know how they get those random shipments in? So I got it on Prime, and I ended up that, or I got her on eBay. But all of the Batman v Superman figures I got for asking price.
Okay.
So
you didn't show the camera on you.
It did. You can see it on the camera.
Oh, I thought you pointed to you.
Oh, oops! I didn't point it to me on the camera. That's right. They see Dan looking at it, but they don't see me showing it. But you can get these now because the movie was a flop. If the movie was better, you'd be able to. These figures would be like Black Panther, $200-300. But now that the movie didn't do so well, people aren't buying the figures. So now it's kind of easier to find the multiverse Batman v Superman figures. So I got lucky though, and I didn't pay extra. I paid the actual asking price. In the comments, really quickly. They're talking to you guys are talking about Hunter x Hunter, which actually Jeremy Renfro, I do want to start that as well. I'm not starting it yet. I saw a lot of talk about One Piece. Because I'm so far behind on One Piece and I'm not reviewing One Piece for Anime Weekly, I'm actually going back in time, and I'm actually going to start the series from Volume 1 via Blu-ray DVD. So I'm sure Jeremy's going to be happy when he hears that. So I'll be joining you guys, but very slowly with One Piece. And then now let's talk about the figure. I reread the entire Multiversity, and that was the book. Multiversity and Earth 1 are Elseworlds. Yes, they are. Doomsday should have been in the Superman solo movie, and Batman v Superman should have been more battle. You know what? And I watched Captain America Civil War, by the way, which still no spoilers because some people didn't see it. That was a better versus movie without the title Captain America versus Iron Man in it. Unless you go to Walmart, apparently the land of rares. Yeah, I know. Walmart apparently has everything. And now they're just talking about, I like it, but I can see it not being your cup of tea. Which one? Oh, what are we talking about, Jeremy?
Maybe Batman figure?
No. I think they're talking about a manga. Or are we talking about Earth 1? If we're talking about Earth 1, Jeremy, I liked everything. I just didn't read Teen Titans. And I still have to get the last couple of volumes for Superman and the last volume for Batman. Mike needs to see Civil War. Yes, you do need to see. Dan, did you see Civil War yet?
Yes, I did.
It's a good movie, right?
Very good, very good.
I liked it. I really did like it. I don't want to do spoilers yet anyway because Michael didn't see it, and I'm sure a few people in the comments didn't see it. But it was an excellent movie that after having that bitter taste of Batman v Superman in my mouth, and still I say it got 7 out of 10 Batman v Superman for me, but Captain America Civil War got a 9.5 out of 10. It was an excellent movie with a huge, I feel like the way the movie ended, if you read the Civil War comic, without Norman Osborn, it's going into the Dark Reign kind of where superheroes are considered menaces kind of because of all the attention that they draw to themselves and all the bad things that have happened since superheroes have come to light in the Marvel universe. So it's a semi kind of like also if you read Hunter x Hunter manga, the artwork I did look at some chapters, Jeremy, and I did like it. That's why I'm actually interested in it. I've read some chapters from Japan of the first volume. Won't say how Chris watched it, but yes, you did help me, Alan. I appreciate that. The Civil War comic was a complete train wreck. No, it wasn't, Tevye. Civil War 1 was good. I think Civil War 2 is going to be a train wreck. Stick to watching Madhouse after episode 140. Read chapter 340 to current. Okay. If that makes sense. Madhouse. I think that's an anime. But anyway, Dan, you have some new books that are out. We talked about, I think, both of them, or did we talk about one of them? Because I think Sorority of Power was still being lettered.
Yeah, last time I didn't have either of them out. So, yeah.
Oh, you have them. Good. I forgot to ask you before.
Yeah. So, yeah, we have Argo 5, number 21.
That's an awesome cover, by the way. I really like that. I saw the cover before we went live today because I got the book. That's an awesome cover.
Cover by Brad Green, who has done Argo 5, number 4. He did another complete issue that just hasn't seen print yet. But Rafael Dantes Gomez does the interior. A couple pages by Andrew Killian also. And Giuseppe Pica does the colors. Trying to see here. Yeah, basically, if you can see, it's an all-female team, the Fem Stars, and this issue is kind of like the Real Housewives of Argo Comics. So you're gonna have kind of like, if anyone's seen that show, Real Housewives, some similar motifs that are taken into here with superhero action, though.
Awesome. I'm excited to read it. I'll be reviewing that next week, everybody. So you'll be seeing that in the haul for tomorrow. You'll see the haul for tomorrow with that in it, with Argo 5.
And as always, I have a bunch of pinups in the book, and I'll give people an opportunity to cheat if they want. In the back of the book, you kind of get the roster of the Fem Stars and what their powers are. So if you have a preference for knowing what the characters are before you read the story, you can flip to the last page, and then you'll get a little roster there. Otherwise, you can discover them as you read the story. And
Michael's favorite book.
Yep, we have Sorority of Power, number 10.
Look at that cover.
As I alluded, there is a guest star in this. I don't know if one can guess at that guest star by this cover.
I don't know. A short girl who wears all black.
Black Widow?
She had her own Halloween special.
Come on, Mike. Lauren.
Law and Order.
There you go.
Oh.
I did say we had a guest star, and this is the first person who actually really connects Argo 5 to Sorority of Power universe. Well, actually, Sorority of Power guest star in Argo 5 number 3, even though they didn't interact with the team in that issue. But like I said, it was the first interaction of a character that's been in both books. Basically, this cover is a bit of a tribute to a Norman Rockwell painting. For anyone who's a art aficionado, they might catch on to that. And Bill Mouse does the cover and the interior.
Oh, good. Bill came back for it.
Yep. He's pretty much on a regular schedule for almost every other issue. That gives him enough breathing time to get each issue done where, I can have a somewhat steady book with a guest artist each time. What was I going to say? Let's see. As I made mention of, we had Bill or Law and Order actually as a guest star, but I did make mention of a super secret guest star. That the idea kind of came about when we were at New York Comic Con. I don't know if Chris, you recall a conversation that we had about someone's love of a particular cartoon, but that person
Yeah.
into one of his favorite cartoons. Let me see if I can get this on camera.
Who's that? Oh,
You.
what? G-
He told me about the love of
That's you.
Giggity is with a TY.
No, that's how you spell.
Goody.
Well, you had to do.
what is that cartoon again?
Family Guy, Quagmire.
No, what cartoon has that bottom part?
Oh.
That's Michael, everybody. Everybody has to buy that issue now. Oh, I wish Ellie was here. You got to take a picture.
Well, you guys were all the ones. Her, you, and I think we were saying how much he liked that cartoon.
Oh, that's right. He told Ellie
What?
that he was doing that. That's so cool. That's so awesome. Oh.
What's his line that he says?
Giggity goo.
Giggity goo.
With a TY, not DY, but close enough.
It's okay. You're reviewing that book next week as well. You actually made it to Serenity of Power. And we both made it to Argo 5. Look at that.
Oh, we did, yeah.
So see, there's two of you. There's the real human you, and then there's the giggity goo you.
Now, is this from his reaction? Is he not truly a brony, as we were, as I was being led to believe?
That wasn't him.
My Little Pony. That's what you said was his big thing.
Yep, that was his biggest thing ever.
Oh, perhaps not. Now that I'm getting the idea that that was not. I was misled. Calling it the great fiasco of New York Comic-Con.
That's going down under fiasco New York Comic Con 2015. You got any? Do you have anything?
2016.
No, 15. 2016 will be this year, October. So you got anything to say? Any christenings on the fact that you made it into Serenity of Power?
See, if Ellie didn't tell me also that you were big into that, then I wouldn't have believed it.
I never said I was.
Because I couldn't believe maybe just on Chris's say so, but once she said it, then I believed it.
And you know what's perfect? Their anniversary was this past Wednesday. Ellie is the one that convinced him that you... Man. Giggity goo. I'm actually curious to see how many giggity goo stars he gives this issue now.
This issue may be down a giggity goo star due to this deception.
No, I know Michael. He doesn't judge a book by point.
I do want to take a picture to put on Facebook because that is an
Oh,
honor.
Dan will send you a picture.
It's an honor.
Yeah, once I actually, I have to post on Facebook that the
You know
books
something?
are available.
Because I made a compliment. It's an honor. At least I'm thought of. That's all that matters.
All right, so you will be tagged then.
All right.
Close.
I would love that. And I appreciate
I think that's awesome.
Even though I don't like My Little Pony, I do appreciate.
That was still a cool picture.
I did.
That was good.
Will you let me talk?
Yeah.
And even though the Giggy's missing a T, I will allow it. But I really, really think it was awesome you put me in there, and I really thank you for that.
And hello, DN. And we're talking about this is something where Dan could get into before we get into the games or anything. Somebody mentioned here. On a lighter note, Jim Lee's take on Scooby-Doo and artwork's gonna make the comic get canceled soon. And Hanna-Barbera crossover comic looks nice. And then he also said, I don't get why Velma so short and Shaggy rocking the GA I don't know why he's doing that either. Wacky Racers looks badass. That's what Lil J said. Alan said, can we put that in the top 5 this coming week or a mention for Sorority of Power? Sure. I mean, I'm sure Mike will. So, Dan, you actually, we were talking about the Hanna-Barbera comics. Are you looking forward to any of them? I know next week.
I forgot one other little shout out that's on for Sorority Power on the magazine rack of the cover. Let me see.
I can't see.
Let me see if
It's
I
too
can-
far.
I gotta get this. I gotta get light on it here.
Oh, I see his name. I see a sin.
Hold on here. Let me see if I can get this going here. Oops, where is it?
I see
Oh
your
yeah,
name.
the credits. Hold on. I'm about to do this when I'm facing the camera here.
Front.
Is it coming in or not?
No, it's blurry.
Man. All right, let me try a little more light.
Fight.
Does it say fight?
Boy, maybe too much light. Maybe it's too much glare. Hold on. Let me try it like that. Try.
Oh, wait, no, we might see. Ah,
Comic
Frontline. Oh, Comic
There we go.
Frontline. There we go.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Little shout out to Comic Frontline.
The site where we all work together.
Yay.
And actually, with that Hanna-Barbera, I was talking to Steve Rude, who is famous for his co-creating Nexus, and he has some involvement. I was talking to him at East Coast Comic Con. He's a longtime fan of the Space Ghost, Birdman, Herculoids, all that, and he has some involvement in those books. So you heard it here first.
That's awesome. Are you buying any of them though, or are you gonna wait for trade paperbacks?
Those I ordered single issues because I've been waiting forever.
Which ones are you looking to get? Like, are you getting? I know Future Quest is this coming Wednesday, I believe. I'm trying to remember what other ones come out.
The Wacky Races one.
The Wacky Racers one. There's the Scooby-Doo one, which if anybody buys that, I don't know why. And then there's the Flintstone one.
Yeah, so Wacky Races and the Johnny Quest one that's going to have, like I said, Herculoids and all those guys. That's what I'm down for.
I'm gonna try out Future Quest, and I'm gonna try out oh god, what was the other one? Was it
The Wacky Races one?
I think I didn't like the Wacky Races. I think it was the Flintstones. I think I was gonna read the first issue of Wacky Races, but Flintstones was the one I wanted to check out. I will not support the Scooby-Doo Apocalypse. I don't care if it's an Elseworld tale. I will not support it.
Yeah, I was big into Wacky Races growing up when I saw the reruns of it. So I'm definitely down for that, even though they're taking a more grim approach to it. I got to see what's going on there.
Same with me. Exact same. That's how I feel with the Wacky Racers. But Scooby-Doo, I could leave that. I'm leaving that in the dust. Okay, so really quickly, because I don't want to go too far into the live stream, because I want to try to start the live stream for the game before Friday the 13th is over. I did get a question about this game right here, which I streamed last night, which is Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. I've been getting questions about my opinion on it, what I think about it, and I'm 6 chapters in, as you guys saw. I live streamed it last night up to chapter 6, and it's great. It's fun. It feels like Uncharted, but I need more of the game. Like I know there's more wow factor to come, but right now I feel like we literally got the setup for the story. We got the backstory on how Nathan's brother's alive. We're about to get into the actual story, starting with chapter 6. So I'm waiting to be wowed. However, the graphics look great. The style of the game is just like every single other Uncharted game. It's PlayStation's answer to Lara Croft, even before Lara Croft went to Xbox exclusively. I've always liked Uncharted. Mike's always been the Tomb Raider fan. I've loved watching Tomb Raider as far as Mike's playing the game, but I've never played it. However, I love playing Uncharted, whereas Mike likes watching me play Uncharted, even though you were MIA last night.
Well, you didn't tell me about it.
So I have to play more of it. You'll see this in rotation. I'm doing another game tonight, post live show, as you guys saw on Twitter. This I'll probably be playing, I'd like to think, tomorrow night sometime. So if you want to see part 2 of Uncharted 4 tomorrow night, I will be live streaming Uncharted 4. Now, on to today's game, and the game that was actually released on Friday the 13th, Doom. The game that started a revolution in computer gaming. Yes, we got Doom, and yes, right after this live show, I will be live streaming part 1 of Doom.
And
So
I want to be there for that.
you will be there for that. We're going to end
Good.
this. So what we're going to do is, unlike when we do Nintendo, we're going to end this live show. We're going to take a 5-minute, 10-minute break because I got to set it up on the PlayStation and everything.
Call some people.
Oh, you got to call some people?
Not even tell you about the whole.
Yeah.
Dude.
And then we're going to start live streaming Doom. I'm hoping to get at least an hour or an hour and a half into the game. I've watched a few gamers already start this game that got it early or that have been playing it today. This game is freaking off the hook. I've seen it. It's short, though. I know somebody finished it in like 2 days. I'm excited to start this game tonight. This game is going to be awesome. So there's your Doom and Uncharted news, because I know a few of you were asking in the comments about Doom. Here it is. I will be streaming that. And Uncharted, I did yesterday. It's live right now on Frontline Gaming Zone. Part 2 will be streamed live tomorrow right here on Dark Avenger C86. And I will have an update video for this channel, explaining what's going to be going on with the live streaming of the games and outside the pages, because Michael's video gave me ideas for vlogs, etc., etc.
Oh, really? Oh,
and I also have some other news. Possibly, I'm waiting on 100% confirmation on some work. I will drop that little teaser on some work, and as soon as I get a definite yes, I'll announce it. I'll probably get my definitive answer by Tuesday, so on Frontline Live during the end of the show where we're talking about what's coming out, and going on. I will give my if it goes through and it's a yes, I'll be giving that news piece there. So it gives you guys some incentive to go on Frontline Live this Tuesday to find out. Now, what's going on? Good is subjective term. Now I've got to go back up and see what's going on. I know that's the whole point of an Elseworld story, DN. I just don't like it. I don't agree with it. So basically, I won't read it so it can go on in an Elseworld. Maybe other people will like it. I don't know, but I won't be reading it. He-Man was a good comic. Mike loved He-Man.
Eternal was awesome.
And yes, I remember the shout out to PlayStation 1. Yeah, you missed it. Crash Bandicoot was on Uncharted 4. You get to play the first level.
Oh.
If you were there, you could have taken the controller and played it.
You didn't tell me.
I so want Doom. Well, I have it, and we're going to play it in about an hour. Or about a half hour. Tevye Superman at World's End and Justice League. Okay, that's animated movies. We're talking to Tevye. So yeah. All right. So is there anything else we want? Oh yes. Before we go, I did want to talk really quickly about Alan's uncle. Now, Alan, you're in the comments, so please share the links. Unfortunately, because we're doing Doom this week after as the post show, I'm gonna give you guys a week instead. And Michael, depending on how many subs, Eagle gets on his Road Dog Therapy video, Michael will next week go through some hell on Super Mario Maker. Just a quick thing from moderator: no more Nintendo games being streamed. Actually, Alan, I found a loophole, but I'll tell you about that outside of here. And both of you, both moderator and not moderator, in the comments fighting about Scooby-Doo, leave it alone. Tevye, DN's right, and you just don't have to buy the book. Just like what I said. That's it. I have to agree. As much as I don't like the Scooby-Doo thing, I agree with DN. I have to agree with DN. Doesn't mean it's a bad story. It just means it's not for you. Period. So remember, DN has the ability to give you a 5-minute timeout if you don't stop fighting. That's all I'm going to say. But Road Dog Therapy officially has a Facebook page, and it officially has a YouTube channel. And for those of you that are, don't know what Road Dog Therapy is, that's basically Alan's uncle, Eagle. He live streams day and night. When I say night, I'm talking about 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time until about 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. He drives a truck and he does videos. He live streams his route looking out of his truck. So it's basically like you're sitting in the truck with him and you can talk with him. He takes all comments, questions, and answers about trucks, about his route, about, what he does, what his job is like. And he's just there as a friend also. Basically, if you guys remember what I did during the snowstorm where I was live streaming the snow and then I would just pop on and talk with you guys for a little while about whatever, that's exactly what Alan's uncle is doing on a Monday to Friday basis through Road Dog Therapy. So, Alan, if you could share those links, what we're trying to do is get him up to at least 100 subscribers. But if we can get him up to 150 subscribers, Mike will play super difficult, super expert once. If we can get Road Dog Therapy up to 200 subscribers by this time next week, meaning you guys are going to have to share it out with your friends and get your friends to subscribe, Michael will play super expert twice. Regardless if he wins or loses both times, he will have to play it twice, meaning 200 lives, 200 two times around at least. So you can go like the Facebook page. Alan shared it. Alan, if you'll share the YouTube channel right after that, and there's the YouTube channel. Give a thumbs up to the Facebook page. But what we're looking for is the Facebook page and the YouTube channel. So do grab both if you can. Subscribe. He's not on YouTube right now. He's figuring out cameras and whatnot. But as soon as he figures out cameras, he'll be on YouTube. Right now he streams on Facebook. So go thumbs up the Facebook so you are subscribed for his videos on Facebook. And subscribe to the YouTube. So this way when he figures out YouTube, you'll be able to see him in your subscriptions that way. He is on Twitch Saturday and Sunday. And he live streams on Twitch. Right now he's doing the Division. He actually shared 2 videos. One video I'm in where we met a hacker in the dark zone during Division. And that was a kind of funny video because the guy was like on super speed. And he just super sped out of there. We think we were facing the Flash during the video game. So go check it out. Give some likes and some subscriptions and let Michael suffer through 2 Super Mario Makers. Dan, are you going to be here with us next week?
I don't believe the work schedule will permit that.
I was going to say it'd be cool because you could be here and we could be making fun of Mike as he's going through those 200 lives.
Oh, I'll have to see. I have to think. Well, I'm not sure of the work schedule. For whatever reason, I'm thinking I'm working, but I will check it out.
All right. Well, hopefully you're not, and hopefully you'll come back here then, because I really would love to have you on here as we're laughing at Michael suffering through some Mario.
On the Lara Croft thing, I was just going to say they did cast someone for a Lara Croft movie recently.
Yes,
they mentioned Lara Croft.
Yeah, I forgot what her name was, but she was she's a very good-looking actress for the role, in my opinion, at least.
I never saw her yet.
You still haven't seen it?
Because you haven't shared anything with me.
And Doom is from the Rock movie, right?
That's the Rock movie.
We don't talk.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that one yet.
No.
What the Rock was cooking wasn't smelling very good that time.
The only good part of the movie was towards the end when it did that first-person shooter thing. That was the only good part of the movie. The rest sucked.
Yes, it did. The rest of the movie
I'm
kind of
sorry,
sucked.
that's my opinion. I just did not like it.
I don't think really anyone liked it. I own the movie. It's somewhere in this cluster of DVDs, in the back, but that was I have to agree with Mike. The best part was that. Did you see the movie, Dan?
Yeah, I saw the movie.
What did you think of the movie, honestly?
Yeah, I didn't think much of it, and even the first person thing for me was like it was a little too forced, like it was trying to be a video game. I think some movie recently came out. The commercials all seem to be first person like that. And I was like, I can't watch this.
Oh, you're talking about Danger Fred, or I don't know. I forgot what it was called, but it was Danger something. And it's an all first person movie where you're the main character. You're seeing out the main character's eye.
Is it like Five Nights at Freddy's?
It's a movie where basically instead of it being a movie, the camera is.
You're talking about Hardcore Harry?
That's it.
Yeah, that was Harry.
Yeah, me and Lico were talking about that at work.
Yeah, I won't watch. Maybe on VHS or DVD or
I would
something,
love to watch it.
but not
It was really
in the
good.
movie theaters. I'll get disoriented. I hate that line from the show because it implies TV Flash doesn't think to run fast as a first option. What line? I hate that line from the show. I don't know. Hardcore Henry.
I thought
Hardcore
it was
Henry.
Hardcore Harry.
I don't know.
Start with an H.
Whatever it was, we'll check it out when it comes out on DVD.
Absolutely.
Not right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only line from Flash is that, "Hi, my name's Barry Allen, and I'm the fastest man alive." You know, they always say that at the beginning.
Is that the line, Deanne?
Oh, that was for Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore Henry.
You watching Legends of Tomorrow?
I missed this week's episode, but I am watching it.
Well, it seemed like they 2 weeks ago, I think. And again, we can't get into it because of the spoilers or whatever. But it seems like they tried to jump the gun on the new Captain America movie and kind of get something done first before the Captain America movie got to do it.
And it didn't work out.
They tried to steal their thunder a little bit.
Didn't work.
Oh, there's a line. Run, Barry, run. That thing.
Oh, run, Barry, run. The thing's well said.
Oh, they got it from Forrest Gump. I think they stole that one from.
Run, Forrest, run.
Run away, Barry.
That was the... All right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to cut the live show now. So this way by 11:30, we'll be ready to do Doom. So stick around. Don't go too far.
And I'll be here for that
And
one.
Mike will be here. We'll be I'll be streaming straight from the PlayStation 4. Dan, man, it's great to have you back. I know you used to have those 4 weeks on and 4 weeks off. Hopefully you'll have those 4 weeks on again soon. So you'll be back with us again.
And showing us some more of those giggity goo stuff.
Yeah, I have to spell it like that. You don't realize because I can't get in trouble with the other people who have giggity goo. So we got them with the D's instead of the T's. That's how it goes.
See?
Your giggity goo is now officially GIDD.
That's right. So now you got to call them that from now on.
All right.
Giggity Goo Stars.
I gave them giggity goo stars all the time. Whether it was with a T or a D, it doesn't matter. I will still give it a giggity goo star.
There you go.
You're the star of the book this month. So
Dan, is there anything you want to talk about before we end the show?
No, I'll just say that if you go to argocomics.com,
That's ARTLcomics.com.
Yeah, you hit the shop button and then it'll take you to the link where the books are all available. I will have the links for the new books up on my Facebook and on the Argo Comics Facebook. So
and that's on Facebook.com/Argo Comics.
Yeah, and then I'll also on the Argo Comics. Well, no, Twitter. I'm at Dan Sen, so I guess I'll post that the books are up. I haven't posted it. It was world premiere here on this vidcast.
That's right. And I actually I tagged you in my post on Twitter today. So if you guys want to find Dan, just go find the Twitter post I did today, and I have Dan's Twitter tagged right there, so you can go find his Twitter right there. Dan, how are the trades for Argo 5 going? DN wants to know.
Yeah, I've been compiling that, and it's become a little bit of a task as far as the double-page spreads that I have in the comic. I know how my current printer does them, and I'm just trying to run through with a different printer who's going to be doing the trades. That I don't want everything on those double-page spreads lost in the middle. So there's just some technical issues to work out. But I plan to run that through Kickstarter. Just got to make sure that I'm, doing it properly and no one's disappointed with the finished result.
Right. I'm looking forward to it. When it's out, you got to let us know because, once again, I told you we will definitely promote when you do the trade paperbacks.
Much appreciated.
Oh, please. We love your books. If we didn't love your books, we wouldn't be talking about them because they're just too good to be true, honestly. They're that good. They are. They're on the wall. See? There's lots of them. There's Law and Order, by the way.
There she is.
So, Argo 5 is an amazing book. If you guys didn't check them out yet, you should. DN, I know you're waiting for the trade paperback, but you really should try those. Issue 0, see if you like it. Go to issue 1 and 2, and then hey, you won't need the trade paperback. Just keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21. There you go. See how fast.
I mean, for everyone who did purchase the single issue, there is some additional pinup material that won't, find its way into the trade, because with doing 6 issues in a trade, I kind of have to pick and choose which
pinups. Yeah.
I have a pinup section every issue.
And also to check out a really fun and interesting story, Sorority of Power.
Especially the latest issue, just so you could have Michael's picture.
Exactly. So you'll get to see me all the time.
There you go.
Oh God. Okay. All right. As far as mangas and stuff, because I know a lot of you guys are talking with me about them, I actually do have a haul that I'm working on from birthday money that I will be getting. There is the haul for this week. Jeez, I got phlegm. That will be going up on Comic Frontline. I will be recording it after Doom tonight. It will be on Comic Frontline tomorrow for this week. And yes, these 2 games will be a part of it, but there's other things that we got. So we have some extras.
Oh, yeah. One thing that I know.
Yep, and I have a pre-birthday present. Mike gave me a pre-one because the stuff that he got. Mike and Ellie got me a pre-birthday present because the present that they got for me is from Japan, and it's not going to be here in time for my birthday, so they wanted to have something physically here while I'm waiting for the other present.
As a big surprise.
Yippee! So, yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this Dark Avenger Live. Next week, we'll be back at 10 o'clock still. We're still doing 10:05 for next week. I'll let you guys know. Update video will be on this channel tomorrow. Whole video on frontline.com. Hopefully the comic review will be up sometime during the day tomorrow, and the weekly comic call also will be up. My channel is gonna have at least 3 videos tomorrow.
If Kevin comes tomorrow, there will be an Ultra Brawl 2 round 2 of Dragon Boys 13. But don't forget that this Sunday also will be the B-Boys 11 Mario Kart 8 tournament.
And I always forget that, so that's Sunday.
Yeah, well, we have a great time with that. Free for all. Anybody could join. Anyone. Dan, you want to join? That's awesome.
Dan doesn't have a Wii U.
Oh.
Dan, go buy a Wii U.
You must buy a Wii U.
Can I hook up the Sega Genesis and get in on that?
If it works, go right ahead.
All right, guys, take care. Stay tuned. In less than 15 minutes, I will be live streaming Doom Part 1. Do not miss out. This game is spectacular. I'm going to put it in now. I'm going to make sure all the settings are good so I don't have to play with the settings for 15 minutes like I did on Uncharted. It's updated. It's ready to go. So till then, take care, everybody. Dan, it was always an honor to have you on. Hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Yep.
Hopefully.
All
Great
right.
job.
See you guys soon.